Y'all, what up? It's your girl Melissa. Woo woo, y'all. It is Friday. Okay, come on, somebody. Okay, this has been a great week. Let me just tell you, okay? We are going to be talking about so much, but before we start, go ahead, hit that like button, invite somebody, tag a friend, get in the discussion. Let's have some fun today. It is Friday. It is hot outside like never before. That's why your girl's looking all crazy with her bun all high up, and it was a great day at work. But y'all, let me tell you something. Okay, I have had one of the most amazing weeks ever, and it's just like a new season, right? It's a new week, new season, new goals, the whole shebang, bang bang that goes on. But it has been awesome this week, and I don't know how to express my gratitude, how to just be happy. Just be happy. And like my shirt says, today is a good day to have a good day. But y'all, okay, first off, let me just tell you that I went to a different store this week, right? So I was getting trained this week, and I learned so much stuff. One, which was amazing, and new insights, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is so cool. And a lot of other amazing things happen along with getting trained at this store. So I was in Fort Collins all this week, and it was super cool. But being there, it just like opened my eyes to a bunch of whole new things, and just being like in this new season, this new transition, and just do you ever get that where like no matter where you at, or like there's just a week, like this has been a week for me, or maybe it's been a day or a couple hours, but like no matter what people are speaking to you, like it is speaking life to you, like everything's just clicking, everything is just confirming, like for me anyway, like what God has told me, what I've been reading. And it was just like the most amazing week ever, and there's just so many things that happened. And even leaving today, I was like a little sad. I was a little sad. I mean, not sad about the drive, because it's a drive from Erie to Fort Collins, but I was sad leaving these people, because they just did a lot for me this week. Just welcomed and opened me with open arms. I don't even know where I'm going. I can't even speak right. It's the weather. It's like 100 degrees outside, and I'm a mess. But it was just awesome, and so I had a great week. And like, have you guys ever had experiences like that where you're in a new environment, you're around new people, and you're not sure what to expect, but you go in expecting anything and everything, like nothing bad, you're just going in with expectations, right? Like not meet the standard expectation, but just going in expecting to learn something, or going in expecting to hear a word or something, wherever it might be. But it's just been one of those weeks, and it's been awesome. And so to the Fort Collins people, if you ever watch, I just and just for you that are from Fort Collins who might be on here, because I told you about the show, I never tell people where I work. It's just that kind of business where you are in media, that you have people who show up randomly at your job or your house or events that you're at, that like they weren't invited, and they just, we'll just call it what it is. They're stalkers, right? Okay, so you don't ever share where that's at. Well, anyway, so to the Fort Collins people, thank you for embracing me and welcoming me and just treating me like family. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much. I learned so much from you guys today. Okay, so y'all, happy Friday. We have Michelle on here. Happy Friday, girl. What you doing? We have Angelo on here. Nicole, come on, girl. What's up? What you doing? What you cooking? My girl Nicole's always cooking. She's always cooking some good food. Nicholas, shout out. Oh, come on. Tornado joined in here early today on a Friday. We got JC Tornado. I am doing a fantastic, friend. How are you doing? Happy Friday, Nicholas. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me. And there's a bunch of other people on here, but it doesn't ever show me uh, anything unless like you actually comment. Okay, girl, I know you be working. All right. She's getting what's that song? You work hard for the money. Miss Chalet's working hard for the money while she listens to Ignite. Yeah. How was that? Did I do good? Getting better, y'all. I've been taking my YouTube University classes on how to sing. I've been practicing in the morning with the la 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 la. Okay, maybe that was like Sister Act. I don't know, but I'm getting it down, and you should be all happy about that. So, anyways, there's a lot of cool things happening this weekend too. Puerto Rican Festival happening on Sunday. There's a lot of, I know there's a lot of other things, when you try to think of things and then they're all there, but then when I want to tell people, I can't think of it and know what's going on. So yeah, totally forgot about that. But always great. That's good to hear, JC. And thank you, Michelle, for the stars. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. Thank you, Ramon, for tuning in. And so, y'all, I have to ask, okay, what is something that, a situation or whatever, because I feel like I'm in a new situation. Okay, I'm all over the place today, but I'm just so happy. And let me tell you, okay, I have to share something with you today, okay? Like, God is just so good, okay? And there's just been so much happening, and even this week, right? I went out to train this week, and God just blessed me with like the people that were around me, and they just really spoke into my life. And this one guy, his name was Trey, and it was just so cool because I was speaking to him and we were talking about like situations and relationships. Y'all, you know how it is, even on the show. Somehow I always start talking about relationships, or the question gets asked about relationships. I don't know. I think I need to be a relationship life coach. Who knows? I'm just saying. I've been through it all, so maybe that's what I need to do. But we're talking about relationships, and one of the things that he was telling me about, because I was telling him about this situation, and he was like, don't let people tell you anything, right? Like, that's why when you say like, oh, that's the reason why I'm single, or this is the reason why. And he's like, no, don't ever let anyone lower your standards. Like, you have your standards, you have your boundaries, and you're not single because no one likes you. It's just that when the people who are not real are like not coming into your life because they can't handle your realness, and they can't handle this and like other stuff. He didn't say exactly in that way. He said it more intricate, and like, it was like one of those like like you're just like listening, right? But it was just awesome to hear from like a guy's point of view of like, don't settle, one, but two, like, your boundaries, be straight up, just talk about it, which I do. And it was just awesome that he was like, you're a great person. You know how like you get things from people and you get those affirmations, and for me it was like, wow, thanks God, like I didn't know I needed this affirmation, but thank you for speaking to me in little ways through someone else and just giving me like re-confidence and reassurance of what I feel. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, man, like, are my expectations too high? Do I need to lower my expectations? I don't know. Like, how we all get in these thoughts and we're like, what do we do? But it was just awesome to like hear from someone today and just be like, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, he spoke to me a couple days ago, but I've been seeing them all week. And then I had someone else telling me today just like, just about the job, like the workplace that we're at, and like, just keep up the great like ethics and everything. And it was just awesome to like get those affirmations, and not that like you always need them, but like they come at the perfect time. And so I don't know if you guys have ever gotten that, like where they come at the perfect time and you're just like, yes. And so yeah, I just had to share that. Okay, so thank you, Moses, for tuning in. Thank you, Nicholas, for the stars. Appreciate it. here at the Rocky Mountain Hospital working that veterans magic. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for what you do and helping out. And see, you're a tornado for good. You ain't that destructive tornado. Come on, Mr. Tornado. You're bringing in the good tornado, good vibes. Hello, Luis. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Thank you, guys. Okay, Brother Birdman, come on. Crash that soldier for real. Mine. Did I say it right? Mine. Love you too, brother. And if you guys haven't seen, Brother Birdman was on here just recently, and his new album just dropped. Okay, maybe it's just a song. I don't know. I thought it was a whole album. I could be saying it wrong. I'm like, he just dropped an EP. But yes, okay, it is an album. Okay. But he just dropped his whole new album. Go check it out, y'all. It is fire. And you just need, if you didn't hear his testimony, you need to go back and hear his testimony. But this guy is on fire and doing things for Jesus. And it is awesome to see what God is doing in his life and in his family's life. So, yes, okay, it's the rebirth. Okay, I was trying to do it like all slick, but I didn't. I was trying to be slick, Melissa, with my words. Come on, y'all. But, okay, y'all read it, because you're going to start telling your girl, like, she didn't read it right. But I was reading it, okay? I read it the Melissa way. Rebirth, okay? I added the D in silent, okay? But, y'all, it's dropping out, but I think the song already dropped, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I just seen the artwork. I don't know. But my brother, if you haven't heard his music, he spits fire. Go look on my page, because there's music on my page that has his stuff. So go check him out and doing amazing things. And so 10 tracks, we got it. Yes, and God is good. What is it, guys? You better put it in the comment. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Okay. Yes, but his wife and him, and then guys, go check it out. They're doing amazing things out there in Texas. For all of you who actually live in Texas, go out to their shows, go out to their events. It's more than just a show. It's more than just an event. But you got to go check it out for yourself so that you can see what it's all about. Yes, all the time, God is good. Come on, somebody. Well, how many know today we should be blessed, right? You should be blessed every day. Come on. All right, Luis, tuning in. But yeah, we have so much to be grateful for, and I think sometimes we miss out on all the things because we are so worried about like what's happening in the future. We're so worried about what's going to go on tomorrow. We're so worried about like all these other things, right? And that like we are not living in the moment. And we kind of talked about this last week on the show. It like kind of came up. But y'all, I've been like living in the moment lately, and I'm so grateful for it. Like, it's just been a game changer. I'm like, you know what, God? Like, here's my all. I'm giving it to you. And also, I'm just living in this moment. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow because tomorrow is never promised. I'm not going to worry about the past because it's already done. You can't undo it. And just living and smiling. And it has just brought so much peace, so much joy, and so many new things that have happened. So I just want to encourage you today, if you are stressed out about the future, don't worry about the future right now. I know we all have bills. I know we all have things going on in our lives. But sometimes you just got to take a step back, right? You just got to breathe in the air and just be like, life is good, right? Even though sometimes we have, like, I'm not over here saying I don't have problems. We all have issues. We all have things going on in our lives. But what I am saying is that we do have to take a step back and be so grateful for what we do have right now in this moment. Y'all, we woke up. That means we still have purpose. There's people who didn't wake up today. We still have breath in our lungs. We still have eyes to see, ears to hear, a mouth to talk. And so I hope you are speaking life. And, one of the things I heard today, which really spoke to me today too, and like, I'm just saying it. I'm just telling y'all because there's just been so much been spoken into my life this week. So many little things, and I'm just like, man, Like, don't gatekeep. Okay, y'all, I gotta talk about this too. I'm like I get distracted a lot. So if I'm everywhere, that's why, because I'm like, squirrel, okay, go on to the next subject. But so many great things this week. And one thing that I really love that I heard this week was, we all know, right? We all know, even if you don't know scripture, everybody knows, like, you reap what you sow. Like, what you put out, what you get back in, right? Like, some people call it karma, some people call it, I don't know, other people call it different things. But it's always about you reap what you sow, right? And one thing that I heard today, which was so good, is like, and just a good reminder is like, we always say, like, we want people to change, we want people to do this, but like, we don't look at ourselves, right? But like, what are we putting out there? Like, what are we harvesting? Like, what are we doing? And I love that I heard that today. And it was just such a word, is because, like, if you want good, like, if you want change, right? Like, people are always talking negative, then you be the one to speak life. You sow into people's life by speaking life. Are you so in by, like, showing kindness? You so in by blessing someone or giving, and like, you're gonna reap that back. And maybe it not might always be the way that you think about it, but it always comes back, right? It always comes back around. Whatever it might be, financially, or just being able to have peace in your family, whatever it is, it always comes back, right? And I think sometimes we think, like, it's the money part of it, like, oh, if I give this, I'll get this back. If I'm doing this, I'm going to get this back. But like, sometimes, like, whatever you're doing, or like whatever you're putting out there, like, you get things back, right? Like, I remember there was a time that there was struggles with my family, right? Like, let's be real. I mean everybody has struggles with their family, but it was like doing so much and reaping into other people, and like sowing into their families and doing things for them, and of course you got to do it with the right intentions, with the right heart. Like, you're doing it because you're doing it with a pure heart, not to expect something back. So let's get that straight. But when you're doing things right, it'll always come back to you. And like, me giving, I'm a giver. Like, I just am. I'm just a giver. I like to give. I like to do things for people. I like to give people things. I'm just like, money comes and goes, right? You're never going to keep it. You're not going to take it with you when you die. Like, money comes and goes. But I'm a giver. Like, I love to give. And, a couple years down the road, it was like, oh, my family was so, like, at peace. Everybody's getting along. Like, everybody's doing great things. And it's just so good. And it's been going up and up and up ever since then. And, like, and, we all have our problems here and there. But, like, it's just so good. And you see that harvest come back, and you see those things come back for the things that you did. And it's just an awesome thing. And so I just want to encourage you guys today. Like, there's so much out there, and I know we all are going through difficulties. We all go through stuff, but live in the moment, guys. Like, don't wait on anybody. And like, and I can't tell you, like, I do things on my own. Like, y'all, you gotta put God first. Like, for me anyway, that's me. That's how I find my peace. That's how I find my joy. That is the thing that keeps me going. And it just makes my heart so happy, because all this week, y'all, God has just been embracing me and showing up time and time again. And I think sometimes, like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, man, God, do you remember me? Like, I'm still here. I'm right here. Raise my hand. And, like, sometimes, like, even, like, I know for me, like, there's things that, like, I know I don't deserve, like, at all. And, like, even this whole, like, past week and a half, like, God has shown me his faithfulness. He has shown up again, like, even giving me things that I've never even asked for, and just blessing me. And I'm just like, wow, thank you. And so I'm just appreciating everything and loving life. And I just want you guys to be encouraged today, because we have to encourage one another, right? I always call you guys my family. You are my family. You guys listen and you guys tune in, and we have to encourage one another. I know there's been times that I've been on the show. I mean, even after my brother passed away, I remember I came on the show, and like, this is like my place of refuge, right? Like, I'm here. Like, although it's a job, it doesn't feel like a job, because I enjoy it and I love it, and I love being here, and I love being able to speak to you guys and talk to you guys and get to know you when you talk back to me. And I remember, like, after my brother passed away, like, you guys had so much encouraging words to say, not only in the chat, but you guys sent me private messages, DM'd me directly, and just, like, uplifted my spirits and just told me, like, a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just so great. And so, like, I just want to give it back to y'all and tell you, like, you know, just be encouraged today. Like, there's so much to be happy and grateful for. So, y'all, let's quit talking about me. What are you doing this weekend? What is happening in your world, in your town, where you're at? What's happening at your workplace? Okay, y'all, let's talk about the workplace, okay? Because we've been on this workplace thing. And do you ever get, like, when you go to a different place, right? So you go, like, I know for me, right? I went to a new store this week to get trained. But then you see personalities from your own store and you're like, oh, that's a that person. And not in like a bad way, but you're like, oh, that's a that person. And they just remind you of people like that, you know, right? And you're like, oh, like, and it's just cool because it's like, I don't know if that even makes sense, but it's cool. Graduation celebration tomorrow. Okay, who's graduating? Congratulations to who's ever graduating. Maybe it's you. Are you graduating college? Did you finish school? Did you go back to school and you're finishing school? I don't know. Let me know. But graduation tomorrow. Okay. How is the hospital going if you are still on here, JC? So how is that? You said working veterans magic. Okay, so you served, or you helping veterans? I might read that wrong. A coworker at the college. That's awesome. I know we're finishing up graduation season, going into the summer season. The kids are off for the summer. What if those who are parents, like, what do you got going on for your kids this summer? There's just so many things, right? So many things that are happening. And so, y'all, get out there, live life, and have fun. It's going to be great. And don't just take my word for it. Like, actually get out there and do that. And, you know, I don't know. I'm ready to go on a hot air balloon excursion. So, y'all, we should just make it an Ignite thing. Come out. Let's go on an excursion. Okay, but for my fellows out here, okay, speaking of relationships, okay, this little birdie that I know had told me there's no such thing as cheating. It's called getting extra. Y'all, I was like, child, with that face. That's exactly how I was looking, like this. And I was like, no, cheating is cheating. So you tell me in the comments, what is your definition of cheating? Do you not call it cheating? Do you call it extra? Like this guy, I'm like, y'all, it ain't an extra piece of gum, okay? Because if you are calling it extra and it is an extra piece of gum, like, you just spit it out and throw it out anyway because it doesn't last. So I'm just saying, I don't know, like, okay, I'm not going to go there, but I am going to go there. And so, I mean, if you're speaking hypothetically about extra gum, I mean, it might taste good for a little bit, but then you just throw it away. I don't know. So y'all tell me, because I have to tell this person that I know. And lucky for you, he watches the show. So you should just blow up the chat, put in your comments, tell him. Y'all tell him, okay? I've told him plenty of times. I told him, but he don't believe me. And I'm like, y'all, I'm going to get Ignite to come after you. And I know he's watching right now. So Ignite, you go ignite the chat with some fire and go blow him up and tell him, okay, what cheating is. It's not just extra. Come on, somebody. Okay, we got Louise saying breakfast at the beach. Come on. Kayaking and God knows what else. Breakfast at the beach, that sounds amazing. And okay, so speaking of kayaking, all right, I'm supposed to go to Vegas at the first beginning of August, and I found this really cool kayaking thing that's like 45 minutes out of Vegas. It's called Emerald Cove. Emerald Cove. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it looks really cool. And I've never been kayaking, and so that's on my list to do. So I'm super excited that you brought that up because I don't know if I'll survive. Okay, yes, I will survive. I know how to swim, but I might be that one that flips the kayak like 30 times before the kayak tour starts. Like, well, actually, when the kayak tour starts, I'm going to be that one that keeps flipping and they can't start until I can get it together to go. And then we're just going to be laughing because it's going to be fun. But yes, kayaking is on my list to do this summer. And y'all, who's been skydiving? I want to know who's jumped out of a plane. Are you an adrenaline junkie? And oh, also, okay, this is important, right? Where is the best Chinese place to eat in Colorado? I just gotta know. I mean, you could say your house, and if it's your house, then I'm gonna expect you to make me a great Chinese meal, and I'm gonna taste it and give the Melissa review. But if it's not your house, let me know because I love Chinese food and I'm trying to find the best Chinese spot. Or maybe it's not in Colorado. Maybe I need to fly out somewhere and go try it. But y'all, you should share it. Share what Chinese food is. Okay, second of all, y'all, we have to talk about this really quick, okay? Because I was talking about being at another store and getting trained. Well, let's talk about you. We're going to get serious for a second. Let's talk about you as shoppers. Y'all, do you know how to respect your cashiers? Do y'all know how to have patience anymore? Do you not see that some of these stores have like 4 people in it and y'all are screaming and yelling at these poor people and they're just trying to do the best they can do? And when you start yelling, it doesn't want to make them help you more. They just like lose, all any means to help you. So I'm just giving a little PSA, a little MSA, a Melissa service announcement, okay? Be nice to your retail workers. Unless, I'm going to throw it out there. Unless they're just being jerks, then okay, no. I am going to say, still be nice. You be the better person, okay? Y'all, we got to get better at being better and helping each other out. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe we don't know what they're going through. Maybe you're going through something and that's why you're screaming and yelling all psycho and crazy. I don't know. We got to be better together, okay? That's what I'm going to throw out there today. We got to be better together. But y'all, thank you, Nicholas. Okay, this is a different Nicholas. Thank you, Nicholas, for tuning in here on KUHS Denver. And then for all of you who are listening on the airwaves, y'all, I hope you're having an amazing day. Don't forget that we stream 24/7 live here on KUHS Denver, the stream, bringing you all music, all genres, all the time, and especially for jazz lovers out there. We are one of the shows that push out the jazz like no other, so you better be tuning in and shows every single day. And so I'm going to keep it short and brief today, y'all, because I shared my happiness with you, and so I want you guys to have an amazing weekend. You know what? Go out there, bless somebody this weekend, make someone's day, show kindness, show love, show some gratitude. Maybe you gotta look in the mirror and look at yourself sometimes, because I think sometimes we don't even want to take our own correction, right? But look at yourself. How can you be better today or tomorrow or this weekend? And also, how can you make a difference this weekend? Come on, we gotta start being better, right? And start not just thinking about ourselves, thinking about our own families, thinking about other things, but let's go out there and let's, all you have to do is even smile. Like, smile, put a smile on your face. Is that a song? I don't know. Did I just make that up? No, I feel like I heard that on the radio. You know how the songs play all the time in the stores, but you get used to the same song all the time, so you don't know where it came from, but it's there. It's just stored right here in your head. Yes, okay. Just me? Alright, got it. But y'all, thank you for tuning in. I know it's going to be a short show today, but go out there, make someone happy this weekend. Call somebody. Who haven't you called lately? Send a text message. I mean, I prefer calling them, but send a text message. I don't know, send an email. Like, smile at the person. Walk the little old lady across the street. Help someone with their groceries, whether it's helping them load it into their car or taking it out. Yeah, it's not your job. Yes, the loader person can do it, but maybe sometimes somebody needs just that extra kindness. So show some compassion this weekend. Show some gratefulness. Ooh, excited for Tabitha Brown's clothing collection at Target. What, girl? You shouldn't have told me that. I'm gonna be at Target tomorrow. Okay. I don't know if I have the money for it, but that's exciting. I have her book, and it's super exciting. Y'all, I love Tabitha Brown. She is awesome. Like, okay, let's be real. I've been going on like this social media hiatus lately because I'm just trying to focus on life and not get so wrapped up in the social media world. So those who are on like my personal page, you know, I'm hardly on there anymore. So I haven't been watching like her Facebook stuff and that a lot lately, or hardly, because I've been just trying to, you know, just live life. That's what we're talking about, living life and not get so caught up and distracted and everything else. And so like I've been on social media, okay, so don't think like I haven't been, but you know, y'all, let's be truthful. Let's talk about it for a minute, okay, before I try to sign out. I try to sign out, but we're gonna talk about this for a minute. Because how many know, right? I know I'm not the only one. And if you say you don't, you a liar. I'm calling you out right now. But how many know that, like, you know, you're like, oh, I'm going to just watch TikToks for like 10 more minutes, right? And then I'm going to go to bed. And next thing you know, you're like 2 a.m. in the morning, spent 7 hours of your life online. Okay, that's a little drastic. But there are some people who do it. But, you know, you're just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And so that's where I'm trying to like get off social media. Because I know sometimes like I'll look at a video and that video of like 10 minutes will end up turning like me being on social media for like an hour. And like, I don't like that. I don't like, I'm losing time, and for what? Like, it's good to look and it's good to be on there, but not like where you're so engulfed, okay? Like for me anyway. So that's where I'm trying to like get out of it, because you could get caught up, right? You start watching something and then you go to the next one, and next thing you know, like you spent 24 hours not eating, you even took the phone to the restroom and you're still watching everything, and you know, you start getting all crazy haired looking like me right now, and you know, you're just online constantly, and so you know, it puts a strain on your eyes. Your head starts getting headaches. You're like, I can't handle it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's because you've been on social media for like 34 hours of your life without no break. Okay, that's a little drastic, but you know what I mean. I'm just dragging it out there. So, anyways, I've been trying to stay off social media and live life. But, girl, I'm going to take a nap. That's what I'm going to do, Michelle. I'm going to take a nap for my nap so I can get up at 1 a.m. and get online. So y'all, I'm gonna be up at 1 a.m. shopping online, and I'll let you know what I get. Okay, I'm gonna let you know what I get from Tabitha Brown's collection at Target. And I don't know, I'm gonna still show up to Target and see what I could get there as well. You closed. Louis said I closed all my social media and I have only Facebook, nothing else. It's so addictive. It is, like, you do. I remember there was a time, like, I don't know, like a couple years ago when social media was like, I mean, social media has always been here, but you know how like it goes in those phases where everything like starts popping, like when Instagram like came out, like everything was like, that was all the hype, and you're like, oh, like, so you're like jumping from Facebook to Instagram, and like stories came out and you're like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know, me, is that just me? But then you're like on there and you start looking at everything, and like, for real, okay, I used to have this job where like it wasn't like a fast-paced job. So like while I was waiting for customers, like I'm literally on the job, like just scrolling and wasting my life away, like looking at social media. And granted, like I was working, but like there was no one there, so I couldn't do anything unless someone shows up in the store. So like you're just sitting there and you're like just filling your mind, going through everything, and it's just not good, right? Because then all this stuff is like just downloading in you too. But yes, it's like super addictive. So I've been just trying to, like, I have my social medias, and I'm on there, but I try to limit it. And like a lot of the stuff, like I even felt bad. Okay, I told someone this the other day. I was like, I am so sorry because I totally missed out on like an important moment in your life. Like they live far away, so it's not like I'm there right next to them because I could see everything that they're doing or like talk to them all the time. But like I was so sad because something had happened and I didn't know about it. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I haven't been on social media. And then people are like, oh, but your page. And I'm like, yeah, but like my personal page is active, so you could have your business pages, right? So for those of you that don't have business pages, your personal page is connected to your business page. So your personal page has to be on in order for your business pages to be on. Like there has to be an active account. So I haven't been like on my personal account, like trying not to be on anything, because I've just been trying to like not be focused. Or like when I do get on social media, I try to set like time limits and be like, okay, like you have in a half hour or like you have an hour, because you're right, it's so addictive and you just get lost in the social media landia. And then next thing you know, you're 45 years old, you don't know where your kids went, you don't even know why you're living outside. They just left you in the middle of the road, the blanket, a charger, and then now they have like the solar charger, so you're just sitting there and you're like, what happened? And like one day I was just looking at a YouTube video and now I'm living in the middle of the road. I don't know, I'm just saying, it could happen. It could happen. It's addictive, okay? So so anyways, get off of social media, go enjoy life, look at the people you're talking to, have a conversation, or call someone up. Like, let's start living life again, y'all, okay? But I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Have a blessed week. And I pray for you, for everyone who's on this show, for everyone who tunes in later, for all of you that are listening on the airwaves. My prayer is that this week God shows up in your situation. God reminds you of who you are. He hasn't left you, and that you guys feel peace, you feel loved, and that God continue to bless you in those things, and that you begin to see answered prayers. And for those of you that pray and that are asking and seeking out, don't forget, um, like, he answers them. We might not see him right away, but know that he's there. He's giving affirmations. He's giving those hugs. He's giving those kisses, like I said. And just, God is so good. And so I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you always for tuning here on KUHS Denver The Stream. Don't forget to catch Saturday's shows with Paul Lane in the mornings, and Sunday shows. And then Rhonda Shea, but she's out, so wish her a happy birthday because it's her birthday weekend. Hey, Rhonda, hope you're having a great time in Mexico, which it looks like you are. And so she will be on the following Saturday because she's out having a great time for her birthday, living life, okay? And then Sundays you have Canciones de Domingo with Sylvia, so there's shows all weekend long. And then don't forget my Jefe, he's always on the airwaves too. He's on Saturdays, he's on Thursdays, he's on every day because he's just the Jefe, so he can be here anytime he wants. But don't forget to turn into his smoothie. Am I saying smoothie? I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of smoothies. Your girl's always thinking of food and juices. But turn into his jazz show, okay? I was gonna say the smoothie jazz show, but I think I just want a smoothie. So if you know a great smoothie spot, share it with me, okay? But y'all have an amazing weekend, and don't forget to tune in every day, wherever you're at. And thank you for always hanging out with me. I love y'all. Have an awesome weekend, and don't forget, because I want to remind you, okay? If you just tuned in, maybe you're just hearing over the airwaves. But I want to remind you that you have purpose, you are loved, and you belong. It is not just a saying, it is meant. Believe it, receive it. Have an amazing weekend, and I hope to see you guys here next week. Hopefully, we have a guest next week. On my guest. So, hopefully, my guests start showing up. Okay, I need my guests. So, love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you for always tuning in, listening here on Ignite with Melissa, and streaming the best radio here, not only local, but global, as we like to call ourselves, global, here on KUHS, the stream. So have an amazing time. Your girl signing out. Love, peace, and God bless y'all.